There is a conversation about energy that most people get completely wrong from the very beginning. And it starts with the words masculine and feminine. Now, the moment most women hear those words, they immediately think gender. They think masculine means male and feminine means female. And they either lean all the way in or they check entirely out. But this is not what we are talking about today. What we are talking about today is something that lives inside every single woman, regardless of her personality, of her background, her identity. Two distinctive energetic modes, two internal forces, and the relationship between them, whether they are balanced, whether one is dominating, whether one has been completely shut down, is quietly shaping everything. Your relationships, your health, your creativity, your ability to receive, even your capacity to lead. So today, we are going all the way into this. What these energies actually are. Why so many women are chronically overloaded in one and starved of the other. And what it looks like to build a genuine internal balance that makes you not just more effective, but more whole. Your mind is either your greatest prison or your greatest power. Welcome to Think and Grow Forever. I am Toya D, and this is a space where we break the chains of the mind, we reclaim our identity, and we build the life we were always meant to live. Everything, everything I teach here is built on one truth: master yourself, free your mind, prosper forever. Now, let's get into today's message. So let's start with the actual definitions because almost everything that goes wrong in these conversations, it starts with a misunderstanding of what these energies are. Masculine energy, as an internal force, is the energy of structure, direction, logic, boundaries, protection, focus, action, and doing. It's the part of you that sets the goal, makes the plan, holds the boundary, and executes with precision. It is analytical, leaner, decisive. It moves forward, it builds, it protects, it provides, not just externally, but internally as well. The masculine energy inside you is what provides structure for your dreams, protection for your boundaries, and directions for your life. Feminine energy, as an internal force, is the energy of intuition, creativity, flow, receiving, feeling, nurturing, presence, and being. It is the part of you that knows without being able to explain how it knows, that creates from a place of inspiration rather than strategy, that connects deeply and authentically, that can be fully present in a moment without needing to fix or produce. It is solidical, expansive, magnetic, receptive. The feminine energy inside you is what gives your life its depth, its beauty, its meaning, and its capacity for genuine connection and abundance. Neither energy is better. Neither is more spiritual. Neither is more powerful. They are different modes. Each is essential. Each is incomplete without the other. So the masculine without the feminine becomes rigid, depleted, disconnected, and brittle. And the feminine without the masculine becomes scattered, overwhelmed, ungrounded, and unable to materialize what it envisions. So balance between the two, like a fluid, conscious, internal balance. Very intentional is where a woman becomes not just functional, but fully alive. So let me give you some understanding on why so many women are chronically in masculine overdrive. Here's what I see in women who are doing this work and what I have lived for myself. A majority of high functioning, goal oriented, independent women are running almost entirely from a masculine energy, and they are exhausted in a way that rest does not fix, burnout in a way that a vacation does not touch, achieving things and feeling empty about them in a way they cannot even explain. And the reason is not that they are working too hard. It is that they have been running on one engine, the doing engine, the force engine, the structure and strategy engine, while the other engine, which is the feeling engine, the receiving engine, the creative and the intuitive engine, has been sitting dormant, sometimes for years and sometimes for decades. So let me give you 4 reasons on why this happens. The first reason is survival. Many women develop their masculine energy as a survival mechanism in environments that were unstable, unsafe, or demanded that they hold everything together. Developing the ability to plan, to protect, to produce, to stay in control was not a choice. It was a necessity. The feminine, the soft, the receptive, the vulnerable felt like a luxury that the circumstances did not allow. So it got shoved down, and the masculine became the default setting for everything. And the second reason is the world we operate in. The professional world, the business world was built on masculine principles: structure, hierarchy, strategy, linear progress, measurable outcomes. To succeed in those spaces, women learn to speak the language of a masculine energy fluently. And many of them never got the message that they were allowed to come home from that mode at the end of the day. They didn't realize that they did not have to stay in the execution mode around the clock. So the third reason is the wound around the feminine. For many women, the feminine energy was associated with vulnerability, with being too emotional, with being taken advantage of, with being seen as weak or irrational. Now, those associations often form through painful experiences. It made it feel dangerous to be soft, dangerous to receive, dangerous to not be in control. So the feminine got suppressed, not because it was not there, but because it felt unsafe to let it leave. The fourth reason is the rest was never modeled as productive. Now, in families and cultures that equated worth with output, being in the feminine energy, being rather than doing, receiving rather than producing, it really felt like laziness. It felt like falling behind. It felt like being someone who does not take their own life seriously. So even in moments that should have been rest, women stay in doing mode because stillness felt like failure. So let me give you 6 signs of chronic masculine overdrive. Now, this is where I want you to get honest with yourself because masculine overdrive does not always look like aggression or dominance. In women, it tends to look like this. The first sign is chronic exhaustion that productivity does not fix. Now, you keep achieving things, hoping that arriving at that goal will finally let you rest. But that finish line keeps moving. And the exhaustion is not just physical, it is a deep soul level tiredness that sleep does not touch. That is a feminine energy deficient. You are being starved. Now, the second sign, difficulty in receiving. You have a difficulty in receiving compliments, get deflected, help gets refused, abundance, whether it's money, love, or support, whatever, feels uncomfortable to you and for you to accept. You are much more comfortable giving than you are receiving. This is masculine overdrive, the energy of constant output. This is where you making receiving feel foreign and unsafe. Now the third sign, this is when you are disconnected from your body and your intuition. Now masculine energy is more analytical and external. When it is dominant, it keeps you in your head, in logic, in strategy, in planning. Now, your body signals get ignored. Your intuitive knowing gets overridden by rational analysts, and you stop being able to feel your way through decisions because you are always thinking your way through them. Now, the fourth sign is the creativity that feels forced. Now, when the feminine is depleted, when you are always in doing mode, creativity does not flow. It becomes another thing to produce, another task to complete. The inspired, the effortless creativity energy of the feminine requires space, receptivity, and presence that masculine overdrive does not even allow. Now, the fifth sign is relationships that feel transactional. Now, in masculine overdrive, connections becomes functional. Conversations becomes efficient. Depth becomes difficult because depth requires presence. It requires being. And being is what masculine overdrive struggle to access. So intimacy, real intimacy requires feminine energy. And when it is depleted, relationships start to feel like just like another item on the to-do list. Now, the last signal, which is the sixth signal, is achieving things and feeling nothing. This is the most telling sign. When you reach a goal you work hard for and feel a brief flash of satisfaction, followed by immediately emptiness, that's the feminine absence making itself known. Because the feminine is what allows you to actually inhabit your life, to be present in it, to receive the joy of what you have built. Without it, you are achieving from an audience that is never there to enjoy the show. I also want to address the other pattern because it exists and it matters. Some women, particularly women who have experienced significant trauma or who grew up in environments that require them to be perpetually soft, perpetually accommodating, perpetually in service of others, are running from an excess of feminine energy without enough masculine to ground and protect themselves. So this will look like chronic overwhelm without structure. Now, big visions that never materialize because there is no framework to hold them. Now, difficulty setting and holding boundaries because the protected masculine is not strong enough. People pleasing at the expense of your own self. Emotional flooding that cannot be regulated. Sensitivity that becomes debilitating rather than a gift. For these women, the work is different. It's about building the inner masculine, developing structure, boundaries, direction, and the capacity for decisive actions from their own authority. But the destination is the same: balance, a fully developed inner masculine and a fully expressed inner feminine, which is working together, not one dominating the other. So let me give you some insight of what internal balance actually looks like. When a woman has developed genuine internal balance between her masculine and feminine energies, when both are strong, when both are expressed, when both are working in conscious collaboration, she becomes something extraordinary. She can hold a boundary with love. That is masculine structure married to feminine warmth. She can pursue a vision with strategy and with intuition, letting the masculine map the path and the feminine sense when to deviate from it. She can lead powerfully and receive gracefully, directing with clarity and opening with trust. She can be fully present in the moment and fully committed to the long game. She can create from her inspiration and execute with precision. She is not hard, she is not soft, she is not one or the other, she is whole. And that wholeness is the most powerful state available to a woman. And it's because she is no longer at war with any part of herself, no longer suppressing one mode to access another, no longer running on half of her capacity. She has the full range available to her, and she moves through life, through her work, through her relationships, her creativity, her leadership, with a fluidity and a power that is unmistakable. So I will give you 7 practices on how to begin restoring that balance. Now, here's where the practical work begins. And it is divided intentionally because the practice for reactivating feminine energy are different from the practice for building inner masculine strength. So you need to know which one you are working with. So for women in masculine overdrive, reacting the feminine. Practice 1. Schedule unstructured time and protect it fiercely. Not rest that is on the to-do list, not productive relaxation. Genuinely unstructured time where you have no agenda, no output, no goal. I need for you to have time to wonder, to feel, and be without producing. Now, this will feel deeply uncomfortable at first. Now, that discomfort is information. It tells you exactly how depleted your feminine energy is. So stay with it. Practice 2. I need for you to practice receiving deliberately. You can start small. Receive a compliment without deflecting. Accept help without immediately reciprocating. Let someone do something for you without feeling guilty. Receiving, it really is a skill. And like all skills, it requires practice. So every time you receive with genuine openness, you are activating feminine energy and signaling to your nervous system that it is safe. That is safe to stop outputting for a moment. Practice 3. Reconnect with your body through pleasure and sensation. Not in performance way. In a genuine, present, and sensory way. Slow down enough to actually taste your food, to feel the water in the shower, to notice the texture of something beautiful, to be in your body rather than just operating in it. The feminine lives in the body, and reconnecting with the physical sensation is one of the fastest ways to reactivate her. Now, for practice 4, I need for you to create without an agenda. Make something, write, dance, draw, cook, arrange flowers, sing, with no goal of it being just perfect or good, useful or shareable. I want you to create purely from the experience of just creating. The feminine is the energy of creation for its own sake. And practicing creativity without output pressure is going to reopen that channel for you. Now, for women who need to build inner masculine strength. So, the fifth practice for them, I need structure your days without intention. Give your visions as a framework. Create a plan, build a schedule that reflects your priorities, and then honor it. Now, the inner masculine is built through the consistent practice of showing up for structure, of making arrangements with yourself and keeping them. You got to start small. One commitment per day, and I need for you to honor it completely. Practice six, practice decisive action. Now, the inner masculine makes decisions and moves. Now, if you have a pattern of endless deliberation, of needing everyone's input before you can choose, I need for you to practice making smaller decisions quickly and living with them. Build the decision making muscle so it atrophies without use, and it will strengthen with consistent practice. Practice 7, build and hold one non negotiable boundary. Now, the inner masculine is the protector, and the practice of protecting yourself, of drawing a line and holding it, of saying no and meaning it, it will build the inner masculine in a way that nothing else can. Choose one place in your life where a boundary is needed, and practice holding it. You don't have to explain anything, not apologize for it. Just hold it clearly and consistently. Everything, everything in the Glow Within method comes back to this balance. The identity work, knowing who you are, that is masculine clarity married to feminine depth. The mind reprogramming, the subconscious work, the inner dialogue, the thought awareness, the masculine structure applied to the feminine wisdom. The energy work, the emotional transmutation, the law of vibration, the alignment. That is feminine intelligence held by masculine intention. The embodiment, the discipline, the showing up. That is masculine consistency expressed to feminine presence. A sovereign woman is not a woman who has mastered one energy. She is a woman who has developed both, who moves between them fluidly, who knows when to push and when to flow, when to structure and when to surrender, when to lead and when to receive. The fluidity, that wholeness, is what the Glow Within method is ultimately building toward. Not just a woman who achieves more, but a woman who is more. She's fully, completely, without apology. You were not born with only half of your capacity available to you. You came with the full range, the ability to structure and to flow, to act and to receive, to lead and to surrender, to build and to simplify being. And somewhere along the way, through the survival, through the conditioning, through the world that only value one mode, part of that range got shut down, got shelved, got told that they were not safe or not productive or not even appropriate. So today is the invitation to take them back. Not all at once, not perfectly, but with intention, with awareness, with the willingness to feel where you are out of balance and to do the patient work of coming back to the center. Because the woman you are becoming, the sovereign, the fully expressed, deeply alive version of you, she does not run on one engine. She runs on both in conscious, beautiful, and powerful balance. Now, this is what is available to you. That is what this work builds toward. And it starts with knowing where you are right now. So drop in the comments, which energy do you identify with more right now? Masculine overdrive or feminine depletion? I am genuinely curious, and I'm down there reading every single one. So share this with a woman who has been exhausted for reasons she couldn't even name. Subscribe if you are here for this level of work, and I will see you in the next. Remember, true security and stability come from within, not outside of you. Everything you need is already there. You just have to do the work to access it. If this message moves something in you, subscribe, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment below telling me what chain are you ready to break. This is Think and Grow Forever with Toya D, and I will see you in the next one.